And execution at the kitchen table, a possible forged document, and a puzzling cold case now more than a decade old.
It sounds like a movie script, but it is a true story. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier explains in tonight's Ferrier Files.
The Sullivan and Sons sawmill in Sparta was a true family business. 10 family members working side by side every day.
And my mom even brought a basket lunch to work every day, and we all eat lunch together at work.
Terry Sullivan was one of those Sullivan sons. His life was routine until he was shot in the back of the head at his kitchen table eating dinner in 2009.
So whoever did it most likely knew Terry, most likely was let into the house because there's no sign of forced entry. Nothing was taken, anything like that. And he was shot probably right after getting home while sitting down at his table eating dinner.
It was awful. What happened next was just strange.
And we actually got a telephone call from the police telling us that he had had an accident, choked on a piece of chicken, fallen down, hit his head, and died in his kitchen as a choking accident.
The family says Terry's wife, Cheryl Sullivan, repeated the same story to the family.
And she came to the house and told every single person in that house that same story about my uncle choking and falling down and hitting his head after she had been interviewed for 12 hours about the murder.
Obviously, there's a big difference between being shot in the head and choking on chicken. How did that story materialize? Hard to say. The family was only allowed to listen to the 911 tape once, and then the TBI sealed it as evidence. What they say they heard was an off-duty police officer who appeared to be treating everything like an accident, and you could hear people coming and going throughout the call.
Why was he giving instructions to the paramedics? Why was he telling them that the body looked like he had obviously choked and nothing had happened? Why are they traipsing all over a crime scene? Why did they not secure the crime scene? There's a lot of questions to be asked there.
This, of course, may have compromised the murder scene. It certainly didn't help. The signs around the county tell you this is a cold case. But unlike other cold cases, the family says they have a stunning piece of evidence. A $1 million life insurance policy taken out for Terry Sullivan by his wife, Cheryl Sullivan. They say all you have to do is spend a few minutes looking at the signatures.
That entire policy and every single signature location except one has someone else's signature. It does have his signature on one page. That page is the one that's the paramedical exam. It doesn't tell on that page what the policy is for. It doesn't tell the face value. It doesn't tell anything about it other than it's a paramedical exam on that page. Every other signature page has someone else's signature on it, so he had no idea what he was signing, the best I can tell.
Look for yourself. This is his signature on his will. This is his signature on this life insurance policy.
It has to do with the way that he draws his T's and the way that his letters slant because of him being left-handed.
Look at the T from other Sullivan signatures compared to the T on the life insurance policies.
That's his signature. That's his signature. Those are not his signature, and these were on a life insurance policy.
Look at the S's, always narrow figure eights, but not on the life insurance policy. We asked nationally known detective Sheila Wysocki and her team of investigators to review the case. She says she just can't get past the insurance policy.
And get somebody in there that's a handwriting expert. There are plenty in the country, and bring them in and say, what pattern does this follow? Does it match this person or this person? Talk to the insurance agent. When did we get it? How did you get it?
And the initial report of choking on a piece of chicken after being shot in the head? For Wysocki, there are no words.
But do you think that it is fair to say that being shot in the head and choking on a piece of chicken, that scene would look dramatically different, those two scenes?
It would, and a moron would have to think otherwise. There's blood spatter. If you're choking, you're not going to have blood all over. And if there isn't blood all over and you have a bullet in your head, did somebody clean it up? What happened?
The family says District Attorney Bryant Dunaway and the TBI have ignored the problems with the life insurance policy, ignored this possible evidence that provides a possible motive.
Well, most of the time we feel like we're being ignored because we plead and try to get things done, and we don't really have anybody that's listening and trying to do anything for us.
In crisis in the classroom, the Metro School support staff is demanding higher pay. District leaders, in fact, just released details of next year's budget, which does not include the type of pay raises that some staff members had been hoping for. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar now live in North Nashville with the demands that are being made.
The union representing support staff members asked for a $6,900 raise for all of its members to match the historic raises that teachers got. But under this proposed budget, the lowest paid staff members would be earning about $2,000 more per year, far less than the union was hoping for.
MNPS paraprofessionals feeling underpaid and underappreciated. Most support staff members earn less than $30,000 a year, and many are only paid while school is in session, losing out on months of pay.
But if y'all appreciate us like you say you do, you will show us like you showed the teachers.
The new proposed budget for MNPS includes a 4% cost of living adjustment for paras, plus a raise based on experience. That brings starting wages up by about $2.50 an hour or more. But some employees say that's not good enough.
I need y'all to go hard in the paint for me. And if you ain't gonna do that, you missed your assignment.
School board members say it would cost about $1.6 million to meet union demands, a fraction of the district's billion-dollar budget. Board member Abigail Tyler proposed using money from the textbook fund to help cover it.
Morally, I don't feel right knowing that we're employing people who have to have 2 or 3 other jobs just to survive. So I wanted to make sure that we're taking care of the people who are taking care of our children.
And do you think that will be possible this year under this budget?
I think we can do better than what we have for the parapros. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to move towards that flat rate of $6,900 that they've requested. I can't guarantee it.
The board hasn't made any final budget decisions yet. They'll discuss changes at an upcoming meeting before sending it to City Council for approval.